Welcome to Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, where the horns are up and this burnt orange crowd is ready to help Texas hook 'em. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Florida Gators taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Gators will kick it away to start. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Texas's offense will have the first possession of the game. And this guy feels like a throwback. Back in the day, the running backs were always the stars. This guy fits that mold.
And he can do a lot of different things, too. He's not a one-trick pony.
Ball in the air, intercepted! And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. That is what we call in the industry a rather inauspicious start.
No doubt, Reese. And just the quarterback and his receiver not on the same page on that throw. You're trying to come out in the game. You're trying to set the tone. That is not how this offense envisioned this game opening up.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Fires it incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. Back to pass, it's Mertz. Fires to the big fella. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot, and it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Pulls and fired complete. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Offense gets set for second down. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. Pocket starts to collapse. And the third down pass is incomplete. The Longhorns will punt it away on fourth down. They'll look to pin him deep. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Gators line up to punt it away. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The give to the tailback. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Looking for room, it's Baxter. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Hands it off. Makes his man miss. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. Fires to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly complete. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's held. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And it's right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Houston came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in H-Town had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. They'll throw again after the incompletion, using the quick game.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or
going up top. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Gators will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they can take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man down the middle. Tackled immediately after the catch. 2nd down coming up. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. To throw, it's Ewers. He fires to the left side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. Between the uprights, it's good.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
Scanning the field, it's Mertz. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. And the Gators will send out the punt unit. Makes a move. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Catch in the middle, it's Bolden. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And the quarterback is snowed under. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did, and I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. A first down for the offense. Wide out in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the ground to try to move the chains. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Back to throw, it's Ewers. He's got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And they've converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. Quickly out to the tight end.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback, because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal? You go for it.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Texas.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Trying to get to it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires and picked off. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Here comes the Texas offense. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to find something, Jesse, that they can hang their hat on, something they can do to move the football.
It just feels like at this point, they kick one more field goal and this is ball game because of how well their defense is playing. So I think offensively, just don't do anything stupid and give the game away.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On the run, it's Baxter. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Line getting set on 2nd down. To the air, it's Mertz. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of the season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their